In this video, I will be orienting you to the navigation menu. Navigation menu can be accessed by this little compass icon right here. In the top left-hand corner, you have your search function. The star is for places that have been starred or you access frequently. You've got your vehicle direction right here. It's saying it's facing southeast. Right here, you have your menu for navigation settings. So if you like to hear the voice directions, you can choose the audio for the voice directions. This audio is controlled separately from the music audio, which is nice. You can have one louder than the other depending on your preference. If you don't like to hear speech, you can always just do chimes, and that will just make a chime when you need to turn or make a change in what you're doing. Right down here, you've got your different map orientation. If you'd like to have a 3D type map, a 2D map, or a 2D map that is always facing north. You can display traffic. That will just show as the street. It usually only works on highways and freeways. It will show the color of the road will be red for heavy, yellow or orange for medium traffic, and will be green for light traffic. You can access and your recent destinations. You also clear them right here. So if I close that, you also on the left hand side here, you can if you want to see charging stations, you click on this and this will show you all the charging stations in the area. This works just like any sort of touchscreen tablet where you can zoom in by pinching out or zoom out by pinching in. All these green dots are charging stations in the area, and the numbers refer to the number of spots available. So for example, on this one right here, it says that there are 2 of 3 chargers available. If you click on it, oh, I just said that I want to navigate there. I don't want to navigate there. But yeah, you can click on any of these and you can navigate there. The number of lightning bolts indicate how fast the charger is. So if it's a 3 lightning bolt, that will be the fastest. It will be above 150 kilowatt per hour. If it's 2 lightning bolts, that is, I believe, 100 or maybe it's 50 to 100 kilowatt hours. And then 1 lightning bolt will be 1 to 50 kilowatt hours. Typically, if you want to charge fast, you want to charge on the 3 lightning bolts. Okay, I'm going to click that off so it's less distracting. You also have the ability, this is just the street view where you can see all the streets. You can zoom in, zoom out, you can see the street names. You can also switch to more of a Google Maps type of view where you can see individual houses and the topography, which is nice. So I'm going to show you how to search for a destination. You can type in an address. You can also type in just a point of interest. Let's say you want to eat Japanese food somewhere near you. So you can type in Japanese, if I can spell it correctly, Japanese, and it has predictive text as well, food. All right, click OK, and it will bring up a list of options of Japanese food. So let's say I want to go to one, well, it brings them up in the area. So let's say I want to go to Miyabi Shabu. So I'm going to click on this. So when I bring that up, I could have also clicked just the number of minutes. If I knew I want to go there, then I can just click that and it will take me there. Now, let's say I want to click that and I want to change the route a little bit. Okay, so right here, you've got the settings. Oh, and before I go into that, you have the option to give them a call. You have the option to star this as a frequented place. It's nice that it tells you what time it opens and closes. This right here is telling you how far away it is, about how long it expects it to take for you to drive there, and the time on arrival. Right here, it also tells you the range on arrival, which is important. This is just a estimation of what that range will be because it doesn't know how you're going to use the temperature control. It doesn't know how you're going to use, heated seats, or if you're going to be running like 120 volt, let's say you have a TV in the back or something like that you're running. It doesn't necessarily predict for that. It takes how you are driving the vehicle right now, and it will predict it based on your most frequent vehicle use. It also assumes that you are using the current drive mode, which we will talk about in a later video, but that will also impact your range. But for the most part, I'd say it's pretty good. In fact, I'd say it's a little bit on the conservative side. So it says 94 miles of range when I arrive. I think it will probably be 95, 96 because this is a short, a short drive. But it typically does pretty good. You can also click here and you can say, hey, your preferred range on arrival. So it's not going to change it for this. Well, I guess it will change for this one. If you say, if you're going somewhere far, let's say, and you want to make sure that you have 100 miles when you get there because there's not going to be a lot of charging there, then you can adjust that. What that's going to do is it's going to add another charge stop before you get to your destination, so that you have 100 miles of range when you arrive. I'm just going to stick this to 50. I'm usually pretty good with 50. You can also up here avoid, if you want to avoid highways, ferries, or tolls, you can click all of those, whatever the case may be. And then you can also choose to apply that once or apply those settings always. You can also choose preferred networks. What this will do is if you say, no, I actually prefer Electrify America, I have accounts with them, you can select multiple, you can select one, and then it will change your route based on your preferences there. Now, in some cases, maybe there is only charge point available to where you're going, so it will still select charge point. But the algorithm does a pretty good job of trying to route you in the way that is most time efficient, as well as choosing your networks. And I'm just going to close this because I don't need that anymore. So once you have got all the settings to where you want it, you press start, and it will show you where you need to go. Now, let's say you're driving and you're kind of scrolling around and you're like, oh, what's over here? You can always just press this recenter button and it takes you back to where you're driving right now. And that's the navigation menu.